what if the problem isn't the hardware? You have the robotics kits, you have the 3D printers, you've got the equipment, the lesson plans, maybe even the makerspace. So why does student engagement still feel so hard? Honestly, this is something our team started noticing a few years ago. I remember when we worked with the TRIO program at Wilson Community College in North Carolina, and at the time, we thought the project was so cool. We had students programming their own personal weather station, basically mini thermostats. And don't get me wrong, some students absolutely lit up. You could see the excitement, but about a quarter of the students were kind of like, oh, okay. And that moment stayed with us because the technology itself was impressive, but the emotional connection wasn't automatic. And the more we paid attention, the more we realized this wasn't really a hardware problem. It was deeper than that. We started calling it the Circuit Board Delusion. The belief that if schools simply buy enough technology, students will automatically want to build. But honestly, a lot of students are being asked to build before they ever feel like they belong. Right now, education is dealing with what we believe is a dual gap crisis. First, there's the identity gap. Many students still do not fully see themselves as innovators, engineers, scientists, or creators. And second, there's the literacy gap. Across the country, students are struggling with reading comprehension at really important ages. And if a student already feels intimidated by reading, handing them a complicated engineering manual usually makes things worse. When we hand students a microscope before we give them a mirror, we create hesitation before curiosity ever has a chance to grow. That realization changed everything for us. We realized we cannot just teach STEM anymore. We have to teach STREAM, science, technology, reading, engineering, arts, and math, because literacy can't sit on the sidelines anymore. And honestly, we're not the only ones saying this. Lauren Narai Peterson, Vice President at the Mind Trust, wrote the foreword to our upcoming book, Mirrors Before Microscopes. And one line especially stayed with us. Before we ask students to build the future, we have to make sure they can see themselves in it. That's what this framework is about, because when literacy and identity come first, the equipment stops sitting in boxes. But how do we actually build reading skills while still getting students excited about innovation? That's what we're going to show you in episode 2.